Okay, I'm back, and yeah, I've had it. I quit Genshin. I cannot play no more because seriously, what the hell are they doing to it right now? And it's not just because of what they have recently said in the last uh, live stream, which is they don't care about money, but then they make pay to win practices and yeah, kind of encourage people to play. But then again, I think it's just for the whales because they all know that the whales have already got everyone at C6, and obviously, if they're not going to be bringing out anyone new or. Well, actually, they always bring out someone new, but they don't bring out many. But with the fact now that instead of C6, they got to get to C9 to get everyone up to level 100 to match the world level. That brings the whales back into play. So basically, they are doing this for money. And as I said, unlike the thing that they said that they do not care about money. Ha, fuck off. You do care about money. You want money. That is why you're trying to grab the whales again. But that initially was not the reason why I decided I'm quitting. Basically, the reason I decided to quit. Well, there was one thing that pushed me to it, but I already decided anyway that I was quitting anyway. The initial one was basically my computer when it was resetting and that. I lost a little bit of recording that I was doing, so I kind of failed in that regard. I made the decision in that anyway to stop playing, to stop doing it anymore. But the one thing that I have a problem with, and I know it's petty on my regard, and you could possibly say that it does sort of link to the whole thing when they were refusing to work, that they weren't getting paid. But only two people should have actually done this. Basically the two people who voiced A4 and Lumine. That is it. The only two. They are not getting paid enough. Because they are only getting paid for one role, not two. Because I don't know. Okay, they initially started it when they were both voice acting when they were there, but for some reason down the line, they decided that if one is being voiced, the other one isn't. And obviously, it's always the protagonist, the sibling that you're up against, always has the voice, and you do not have a voice. You're always mute. And that is the reason why I'm deciding to just quit. I know it's stupid. I know it's petty. But that is the reason. It's not, as I said, not the only reason. Because, unlike I said before, with the C6 and then going to C9, which is trying to grab all the whales to come back and say, come on, we've got more stuff for you to spend on. Come on, spend. Because they know that there are a lot of basically dolphins, I think that's what they're called, only buy the battle pass, or free to play, like me, who just spend nothing on the game. I don't spend anything on any gacha game anyway, because, hey, if I can't get it with in-game currency, why would I put actual money into it anyway? It's just my take on it. I know everyone has their own. I have fun with what I get, not what I can buy to make it more easier. So, yeah, that is kind of what I do. Wait, wasn't I going to say something else? Let me just go over everything again. C6 to C9. No, I don't like it. They said they don't care about money. Fuck off. Yes, you do. That's why you brought in C9. The voices on the voice acting not being there when it's supposed to be. And obviously, it only kind of pushed me over the edge because, yes, everyone has come back from their little refusal to work. Everyone is back working, voice acting, except the protagonist, whoever you're playing as in Genshin, does not have their voice. Yeah, your antagonist does. Your sibling has their voice, but you don't. And okay, I don't know if this is just me, but then again, this is also going back to the whole C9 so they can get to level 100. But does the whole C9 unlock level 90 as well? Because I'm pretty sure that when I was playing, I finally managed to do, with the skin of my teeth, that last world thing to upgrade. I did that. But I'm pretty sure after that, I tried to increase my level after that from level 80 to level 90, which technically should, because after that, everything's going to 100, so you should do that to balance it out, so you're 10 behind. But I don't think I could. Because I'm pretty sure when I last looked at it, it said I was already at max level. Even though I just advanced the world to level 9, I think it is. Is that the one we just recently got? To get to level 100 for everybody. And as I said, I don't think I could because I tried. I'm pretty sure it just said max level. So I couldn't upgrade it anymore. But then again, I have seen other people over 90, so I don't know if it was just me or I did something wrong or didn't do something, I don't know. But that is also another reason. I couldn't get past level 80. And yes, I had all the stuff, but as I said, I probably did something wrong. I didn't do something, but yeah, that's it. So, the C9, they're not advancing your level when you advance the world. The voice actor's not being there. Voice is not being there. So, yeah, I know that voice acting one is petty, but it's basically how I feel. What's the point in having a game? What's the point in having voices if you're not gonna fucking use them? Hey, can someone honestly tell me? So, Hoyoverse has been basically not paying enough for their voice actors. But then again, technically they do with every other one of the games. Genshin wasn't. Well, I don't know about Impact 3rd, because I haven't even played that. But then again, it's only in one language, so it's not like they have to pay everyone in other languages too either. So I think that will be fine and all that. But someone correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, that is it. As I said, I quit. I'm done. No more. You know, technically there was the one kind of special video I wanted to do on Genshin with remaking Natland into what it technically should have been, not what it was. But depending on how well this does, if a lot of people enjoy what I've said and want to hear my thoughts on how I think Natland should have been, let me know and I'll more likely do it. But as it stands right now, this is probably like going to be my last video on this because, as I said, and as you can see, I quit. So, that is it. And if you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe, bell for notifications, comment, and I will see you next time. Bye.